They say the Gap is the best mountain bike trail in the Brecon Beacons. Well, I'm about to prove them wrong.
Mynydd Llangorse might be less famous, but it's even harder and way more epic. Want to see why?
Buckle up.
The raw, jagged silhouette of Pen y Fan piercing the Welsh sky. That's probably what springs to mind for most of you when you hear mountain biking in the Brecon Beacons. For years, the Gap has been the benchmark. 20 miles, 600 metres of climbing, a proper mountain adventure. But what if I told you there's another loop, hiding just a stone's throw away, that takes all that scenic brutality and cranks the technical dial all the way up to 11? What if the Gap has finally met its match? But hey, talking's easy. Proving it, that's a different story. Here's the route that might just knock the Gap off its throne. So here's the plan, right? We're going to roll out from this lake and cruise through Llangorse village, which is about 4 miles of road to get warmed up on. Then it's straight on to those awesome bridleways. I've planned to climb around Mynydd Troed, and honestly, I reckon the views from up there might just beat what you get on the Gap. Controversial, I know, but we'll see. Then comes the big decision, the 30% climb up Mynydd Llangorse. I've planned to go around it, but let's see if my head wins over my legs, who will be screaming at me at this point just to go home. The planned route should take me along a narrow single track, proper edge of your tyres stuff, which results in a solid climb to Cefn Moel, the first summit of the day, and looking like a proper leg burner to me. In fact, it could even be harder than the Mynydd Llangorse climb. I hope my planning doesn't fail me here. Then the route takes me along the ridge, past Pen y Llangorse, before a descent that looks too good to be true. If I've got anything left in the tank at this point, I might even take on Allter Esgair. If not, it's a smooth spin back to the lake with a respectable 18 miles. I'm going to shut up now and let you see for yourself. Is it better than the Gap? So let's get stuck straight in. It's time to ride and show the Gap how it's really done. Even the car park is better at Llangorse than the Gap. I mean, just look at it. Stunning lake views, a cafe that sells proper amazing cakes, none of that dry flapjack nonsense, and yet there's even a pub. Come on, surely you can't argue with that. While I'm spinning along this thrilling bit of tarmac, let's quickly rewind to the Gap, just to remind you what we're up against today at Llangorse. 20 miles, 600 metres of climbing, and yes, that descent. It all starts in Talabont, where the real fun kicks in straight away. The Brynor tramroad climb, 10 miles and 1,800 feet straight up, hugging the reservoir, taunting you at every pedal. From there, it's moorland cruising to a short, sketchy drop onto a fire road that takes you around Pont Stickich and down to Torpanto station. And this is the start of the final climb, the one that gives the route its name. 3 miles to the top of the Gap. Not savage, but steady. Views from the top are unreal. The descent, not quite as epic as people make out. 100 yards of proper rock garden, then it flattens out into a fast but mellow 3-mile cruise. And the grand finale? 4 miles of road, 7 miles of canal, but there is a pub at the end. That's something, I suppose. Now, let's see how Llangorse stacks up. Look at that behind me, guys. Beacons never fails. Absolutely beautiful. The sun is out, but it is cold. It is really, really cold. So I think we're heading down that section now. But yeah, 360 views. I'm not sure. I'll let you know what peak that is. But beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, lunch break. And what a spot for it. Just look at this. Views for days. You can even see across the gap from here. Not that the camera's doing it any favours today. Now, the gap has big mountain energy, sure. But it's all a bit samey. Peaks, peaks, and oh look, more peaks. Great if you like that sort of thing. But Llangorse, it's got drama. It's got depth. It's got a flipping lake. So I'm calling it round 1 to Llangorse. Come at me in the comments if you disagree. But hang on, we've only just started this ride and we haven't even got to the best bits yet. Stay with me, there is way more to come. So this is where the question gets answered. Do I go up or do I go round? There's a lovely path that takes me round, which looks like single track on Strava. Or do I do this 30% climb and head up? My legs are saying no, but my head is saying go for it. What would you do? It's hell of a climb. But saying that, I don't really know what's around the corner. It might be another crazy climb, which it looks like it's going to be on Strava. Let's go and figure it out. It's got to be a bit better than the gap, right? It's got to be. I mean, this is so much more technical than anything on the gap. What do you think? There's nothing that's steep of the gap unless you go up to Mynydd, and that's a different ride completely. I mean, you don't get views like that from the gap. So what do you think? Come on, give me some input in these comments. Look at them boots. And there's the rival, right over there in the distance. You've got Penavon, Ribin, Hornby, and I think you can just about see Mynydd. But was it really the easy option? Let's go find out. made it. Well, no, I haven't made it. I've made it to a bit of a platform, but I've pushed all the way up here. I've hiked. I've not ridden at all from the bottom to the top. That was steep and rocky, very technical. So even though it was really steep, which way are we going? That way. Really steep, yeah, over there. Maybe a 20%, if not higher, gradient, 22. Then you had massive boulders and roots to climb over. But I've still got to be down. Hang on, where's my finger going? Oh, I forget it. I'm too tired. I gotta go there somewhere. But I've still got to get to the summit, which is still a long way away. I'm going sort of around there. The summit, as you can see if I turn you around, is a long way away. There. And then, oh, my legs are not working now. They're really hurting. The route takes me on that mountain. So I've got to climb up there and then descend down there back to the lake. It's 4 o'clock. I left the house at 9 o'clock this morning. I'm ruined. I'm absolutely ruined. But okay, I got this far. I'm not giving up now. So let's see what this rest of this path takes us. Come on, let's go. I knew it. I knew it. That was hell. A 32% climb straight up the side of this mountain. And guess what? I'm nowhere near the top yet. Oh. Right now, the gap takes the win on climbability. It's basically a gentle hug compared to this vertical punishment. But I'm going to hold back judgment until I summit. That said, Llangorse, you've done it again. The views up here are unreal. Breathtaking. Hands down, you're winning this beauty contest. I've made it to the top, guys. I feel like crying. So this is Kevin Moyle. What is it? 400 and something meters. 1,413 feet, something like that. I'll get the real details for you when I can be bothered to look. Because now I know that I'm going downhill in a minute. So, oh, where are we? There we are. There it is. So that's one ticked off the list today at least. I think Llangorse is probably there somewhere, Mynydd Llangorse. So that'll be next time, because I think actually if I did that route in the first place, it probably would have been easier than that to climb up. Live and learn, huh? But I'm glad I've made it. I didn't give up. I did not give up. So yeah, it's really late, but there we go. We're on the bridleway. We've just come up from there, which was one hell of a steep climb. And now I'm looking forward to going down. So come on, come with me, quick. Let's go. up a rather interesting looking cane. Pen or he or lass, if we're being official, like. I'm not going to say what it looked like, but let's just say once you see it, you can't unsee it. Oops. It's the final cane before the descent, and with the sun still shining, this ride was really starting to win me over, even after that ridiculous climb. Ah, crap. My legs were done, like fully clocked off and gone to the pub. As I went to swing back on the bike, my body just gave up. Boom, I hit the deck. Head into the wall, bag tangled in barbed wire. 10 out of 10 for comedy, hey? 0 out of 10 for style. And who got the blame? Not me, obviously. Sorry, Levo. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. No damage done. Well, except maybe my pride, which is now somewhere back in that barbed wire. Anyway, onwards with the descent. I've been waiting for this all day. Let's see if it was worth the pain, and the wall, and the public humiliation. Right, I've made the executive decision to sack off the final hill and get myself back to the van. There's always next time to explore further, right? So it's just road from here, which, let's be honest, feels like a spa day after that climb. Anyway, while I spin my tired legs home, let's have a little think about this. How does this stack up to the gap? Let's look at the evidence, shall we? Right, the views. No contest. Llangorse absolutely nails it. Proper Welsh drama, minus the crowds, of course. Okay, the climbs. This is a tough one. Llangorse has some real what the hell am I doing moments. If you like pushing a bike uphill, heart pumping out of your chest, you love it. The gap's more of a steady grind. Less drama, more rhythm. Okay, the big one, the descent. Okay, this is controversial, but I think Llangorse wins for me. It's shorter, yeah, but smoother, way more fun, and I wasn't constantly worrying about snapping a rim or my spine. Overall, for me, Llangorse takes it. Big views, brilliant single track, and barely a soul in sight. That's a big one for me. Meanwhile, at the gap, it's like rush hour with hikers, dogs, walkers, you name it, they're there. It's a full obstacle course for the whole ride. So yeah, Llangorse, you've won my heart, even though you've destroyed my legs. Now, back to the car park for a scone, a coffee, and a moment to cry quietly in the van. But hey, what do you guys think? Team Gap or Team Llangorse? Let me know in the comments, please. Unless you're going to say San Helen, in which case, we can never be friends. I've made it back. I don't know how, but I've made it back. 16 miles. To be fair, my move-in time was like 2 hours. So actually, when you put it in the grand scheme of things, that was pretty good going. I spent most of the rest of the time with lunch, taking photos, and yeah, all that other stuff. So I'm happy with that, to be honest. There was a lot of hike a bike today, mine. That was a really steep climb. And I think some of them I had a QOM somewhere, and I've had a couple of other trophies, and I'm like, but I pushed. Has to be everybody else's pushed as well then. So let me show you. try and bring you around. So yeah, I should have really headed up there, which would have taken us to Mynydd Llangorse. But instead, I ended up having to go up diagonally somewhere along here, which was even steeper, to be fair. So I might as well have just gone up there in the first place and hit Mynydd Llangorse. Typical. And now we got the bloody ravers going. But yeah, it's been a fab day. The lake is absolutely beautiful. The view down from the top, another wow. But for now, I am going home. I'm gonna have a shower, and I'm probably gonna fall asleep with my pajamas on. Because guess what? Tomorrow, back to work. Anyway, if you have liked this content, please do consider subscribing. Giving us a like and a share and a comment would be awesome too, because I'd love to hear all about your adventures as well. So yeah, please do. I would love it. Anyway, until next time, keep on paddling. Bye. Still watching and not subscribed? Hit that button. It's free. It helps the channel and means you won't miss the next epic episode. Go on, I'm watching you.